Hello and welcome, dear listeners. Why do some people always stay on top while others remain below? Where exactly is the line between manipulation and strategy? Do you have to sacrifice morality to gain real power? If these questions keep you up at night, you're in the right place. Today we are doing a complete breakdown of one of the most read and most dangerous books in the world, Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power. This book distills over 3,000 years of historical experience used by kings, generals, courtiers, and modern-day tycoons. In this episode you will learn all 48 laws explained clearly and concisely, historical and modern examples for each law. Which laws are safe to use in real life and which ones you should never touch. The biggest criticisms of the book and its ethical boundaries. This audio is especially valuable for entrepreneurs and business owners, managers and team leaders, anyone seriously working on self-development and career acceleration. The episode is divided into 6 main parts. The foundations of power. Laws 1 to 12. The most powerful ones. Laws 13 to 24. Manipulation and advanced strategy. Laws 25 to 36. Recreating yourself. Laws 37 to 48. Dominance and control. Criticisms, dangers, and how to use the book responsibly. Ready? Let's begin. 1. What is power, and why does it matter? Power is the ability to influence or control the behavior of others, even against their will. It is not merely money, status, or physical strength. It is the capacity to shape outcomes, protect your interests, and determine your own destiny in a world full of competing wills. In today's world, power remains as crucial as ever. Corporations rise and fall based on internal power struggles. Political careers are built or destroyed in minutes, and even in personal relationships, the one who controls the frame usually controls the future. Those who understand power navigate life with far greater freedom. Those who ignore it become pawns in someone else's game. Yet most people fear power. They associate it with cruelty, betrayal, and Machiavellian evil. This fear is understandable but dangerous. By rejecting the study of power, they leave themselves defenseless against those who have no such hesitation. 2. Historical context and the purpose of the book. Robert Greene did not invent these laws, he discovered them. For nearly a decade he studied thousands of historical texts, from ancient Chinese stratagems to Renaissance court diaries, from Sun Tzu and Machiavelli to biographies of modern tycoons like Henry Ford and John D. Rockefeller. The patterns repeated themselves across continents and centuries. The same moves, the same mistakes, the same triumphs and downfalls. The 48 Laws of Power distills more than 3,000 years of accumulated human experience into concise, actionable principles. Greene's stated goal is dual, defensive, to help you recognize when others are using these laws against you. Offensive, to give you the tools to rise when necessary. He compares the book to a mirror. It shows reality as it is, not as we wish it to be. 3. The philosophy behind the 48 laws. Why exactly 48? Greene chose this number because it represents the most universal, recurring, and powerful patterns he found across history. Fewer would be incomplete, more would dilute the impact. Each law is backed by multiple historical examples, often spanning different cultures and eras, proving that human nature has remained remarkably consistent. Are the laws immoral or simply practical? Greene insists they are immoral, neither good nor evil, just effective. Morality depends entirely on context and intention. A law used to protect your family or build a great company is good. The same law used to destroy innocence is evil. The book itself passes no moral judgment. It leaves that decision to the reader. In the end, Greene's core message is simple. Power is governed by laws as real as the laws of physics. Ignore them at your peril. Master them, and you master your world. Next, we dive into the first 12 laws, the most potent and immediately applicable ones in the entire book. 1. Laws 1 to 4. Communication and influence. Law 1. Never outshine the master. Always make those above you feel comfortably superior. In your desire to impress, do not display your talents too brightly or you will inspire fear and insecurity. Example. In 18th century France, the financier Nicolas Fouquet threw a lavish party that outshone King Louis XIV. Result. He was arrested the next day and spent the rest of his life in prison. Law 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. Friends are emotionally invested and can betray you out of envy. A former enemy, however, has something to prove and will work harder for you. Example. Michael III of Byzantium made his friend Basilius co-emperor. Basilius thanked him by murdering him and taking the throne. Law 3. Conceal your intentions. Keep your cards close. If people cannot guess what you are up to, they cannot prepare a defense. Example. Otto von Bismarck hid his true goal of unifying Germany for decades while playing every side against the others. Law 4. Always say less than necessary. The more you say, the more common you appear and the less control you have over the situation. Powerful people impress by saying less. Example: when a minister asked Talleyrand about a diplomat who had just died, Talleyrand replied, "I wonder what he meant by that." 2. Laws 5 to 8. Reputation and respect. Law 5. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. Reputation is the cornerstone of power. One false step can destroy years of work. Attack your own reputation strategically if needed, but never let others do it. Law 6. Court attention at all cost. Everything is judged by appearance. Stand out, be dramatic, create a memorable persona. Obscurity is far more dangerous than criticism. Practical tip: in meetings or social settings, always be the most interesting or mysterious person in the room. Law 7. Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. Use the skills and creativity of others. Time is your most limited resource. Example: Thomas Edison took credit for many inventions developed by the talented engineers in his lab. Law 8. Make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary. When you force others to act, you hold the upper hand. Lure them with something they cannot resist, then attack or negotiate from strength. 3. Laws 9 to 12. Strategy and control. Law 9. Win through your actions, never through argument. Any victory achieved through argument is temporary. Demonstrate, do not argue. Example: a single successful project closes more debates than 100 clever emails. Law 10. Infection. Avoid the unhappy and the unlucky. Emotional states are contagious. One toxic person can drag down an entire team or organization. Concrete example: chronic complainers and victims drain energy and spread negativity like a virus. Law 11. Learn to keep people dependent on you. To maintain independence, you must always be needed. The more others rely on your unique value, the more freedom you have. Example: Bismarck made himself indispensable to the Prussian king by being the only one who could navigate European politics. Law 12. Use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your opponent. A single sincere, well-timed act of honesty can erase decades of suspicion. Use it as a weapon to lower defenses. Example: con artists often return a small wallet with cash to gain trust before executing the big scam. If you're finding these laws useful already, hit that like button and subscribe right now so you don't miss the next parts. Turn on the bell notification bell so YouTube actually shows you when the new episode drops. Let's keep going. 1. Exploiting people's weaknesses. Laws 13 to 16. Law 13. When asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. If you must ask for a favor, do not remind others of past kindnesses. Instead, show how helping you benefits them. Example: Cyrus the Great persuaded his troops to follow him not through loyalty, but by promising them riches from conquered lands. Law 14. Pose as a friend, work as a spy. Gather intelligence by pretending to be an ally. Use casual conversations to extract secrets. Example: Joseph Fouch, Napoleon's Minister of Police, infiltrated every circle as a friend to uncover plots. Law 15. Crush your enemy totally. All great leaders since Moses have known that a feared enemy must be destroyed completely. If one ember is left alight, no matter how dimly it smolders, a fire will eventually break out. Example: Genghis Khan never left survivors who could regroup and seek revenge. Law 16. Use absence to increase respect and honor. Too much circulation makes the price go down. The more you are seen and heard from, the more common you appear. Disappear at the right moment to create value through scarcity. Example: Queen Elizabeth I rarely appeared in public, making her every sighting a major event that enhanced her mystique. 2. Uncertainty and secrets. Laws 17 to 20. Law 17. Keep others in suspended terror. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. Humans are creatures of habit. Throw them off balance by being unpredictable, and they cannot prepare a strategy against you. Example: Bobby Fischer's erratic behavior during chess matches unnerved his opponents. Law 18. Do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. The world is dangerous and enemies are everywhere. Everyone has to protect themselves. But isolation exposes you to more dangers than it protects you from. Better to circulate among people, find allies, mingle. Example: the Chinese warlord Wu Jiao survived court intrigues by staying connected, not hiding away. Law 19. Know who you're dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. There are many kinds of people in the world, and you can never assume that everyone will react to your strategies in the same way. Deceive or outmaneuver some people and they will spend the rest of their lives seeking revenge. Example, the con artist Victor Lustig knew exactly whom to target, those greedy enough to fall for his Eiffel Tower scam. Law 20. Do not commit to anyone. It is the fool who always rushes to take sides. Do not commit to any side or cause but yourself. By maintaining your independence, you become the master of others. Example, Queen Elizabeth I played France and Spain against each other without fully allying with either. 3. Games of power and weakness, laws 21 to 24, law 21. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. Seem dumber than your mark. No one likes feeling stupider than the next person. The trick is to make your victims feel smart, and not just smart, but smarter than you are. Once convinced of this, they will never suspect that you may have ulterior motives. Example, Socrates feigned ignorance to draw out his opponent's flaws in debates. Law 22. Use the surrender tactic. Transform weakness into power when you are weaker. Never fight for honor's sake. Choose surrender instead. Surrender gives you time to recover, time to torment and irritate your conqueror, time to wait for his power to wane. Example, Bertolt Brecht surrendered to the House Un-American Activities Committee, then immediately left the country, preserving his freedom. Law 23. Concentrate your forces. Conserve your forces and energies by keeping them concentrated at their strongest point. You gain more by finding a rich mine and mining it deeper than by flitting from one shallow mine to another. Example, the Rothschilds built their banking empire by focusing on a few key European cities rather than spreading thin. Law 24. Play the perfect courtier. The perfect courtier thrives in a world where everything revolves around power and political dexterity. He has mastered the art of indirection. He flatters, yields to superiors, and asserts power over others in the most oblique and graceful manner. Example, Talleyrand navigated multiple French regimes by being the ultimate adaptable diplomat. 1. Personal branding, laws 25 to 28, law 25. Recreate your self-power comes from shaping how the world sees you. Don't let others define your identity. Build a version of yourself that serves your goals, your image, your presence, your reputation. People follow the character you present. Law 26. Keep your hands clean. Never be seen as the source of problems, conflicts, or dirty work. Maintain a clean public image while allowing difficult tasks to be handled indirectly. Leaders protect their reputation at all costs. Law 27. Play on people's fantasies. People don't buy logic, they buy dreams. If you attach your ideas or products to hope, transformation, or desire, they listen. Offer people the feeling they're searching for. Law 28. Enter action with boldness. Uncertainty kills momentum. When you step into anything, negotiations, business launches, decisions, go with full confidence. Boldness reduces resistance and forces others to follow. Practical tip. Your brand is what people feel when they hear your name. Shape it intentionally. 2. Planning and execution. Laws 29 to 32, Law 29. Plan all the way to the end. Power belongs to those who see the full path. Know your destination, steps, risks, backup plans. Most people quit because they didn't plan the finish. Law 30. Make accomplishment seem effortless. Great power is quiet. Even if something required hard work behind the scenes, present it smoothly. People admire skill that looks natural. Law 31. Control the options. The best way to win is to make people choose among the paths you created. When you control options, you control outcomes. Law 32. Play to people's fantasies. Repetition of Law 27 because Greene emphasizes this. People move faster toward emotion than logic. Create visions, not instructions. Practical tip. Planning is strategy. Controlling choices is leverage. 3. Turning weakness into strength. Laws 33 to 36, Law 33. Discover each man's thumbscrew. Everyone has a pressure point. Fear, desire, ego, insecurity. When you understand what drives someone, you understand how to influence them. Listen more than you speak. Law 34. Be royal in your own fashion. Carry yourself with dignity. When you elevate your presence, people treat you with respect. Self-respect becomes social respect. Law 35. Master the art of timing. Power depends on knowing when to act. Move too early and you waste energy. Move too late and you lose the moment. Patience plus precision equals advantage. Law 36. Disdain things you cannot have. If something is out of reach, don't chase it. Ignoring what you can't control gives you emotional power. Desire exposes weakness. Indifference creates respect. Practical tip. Learn people, control your energy, and act only when the moment benefits you. Spectacle and perception. Laws 37 to 40. 37. Create compelling spectacles. People are moved by emotions, visuals, and drama more than logic. Build moments that capture attention. Strong presentations, bold gestures, symbolic actions. Spectacle gives you authority without saying a word. Practical use. In business, launch something with style. Visuals create trust before words. 38. Think as you like. Behave like others. Keep your unique ideas, but don't provoke unnecessary resistance. Blend in socially while thinking independently. Practical use. Don't challenge people's identity. Keep your freedom internally. 39. Stir up waters to catch fish. When others are emotional, they make mistakes. By creating controlled confusion or pressure, you can gain advantage. Practical use. Stay calm while others lose control. It naturally gives you power. 40. Despise the free lunch. Nothing free is truly free. Paying your way gives independence, and people respect what you invest in. Practical use. When you pay, you control the terms. Strategic action. Laws 41 to 44. 41. Avoid stepping into a great man's shoes. Never position yourself as a copy of someone greater. Create your own identity, your own era. Practical use. Build a brand that stands alone, not as the next someone. 42. Strike the shepherd. Scatter the sheep. Identify the key influencer in any group. Remove or neutralize them, and the rest lose direction. Practical use. When a team has conflict, talk to the strongest voice first. 43. Work on hearts and minds. Control is deeper when people emotionally trust you. Win loyalty by understanding their desires, fears, and motivations. Practical use. Ask people what they value, then align your actions with it. 44. Disarm with the mirror effect. Reflect people's behavior back to them. When they see themselves, their aggression, attitude, or tone, they lose power. Practical use. Stay calm and mirror their logic. They will expose themselves. Final superiority. Laws 45 to 48. 45. Preach change, but never reform too much at once. People fear big transformations. Introduce change gradually so resistance stays low. Practical use. Upgrade systems step by step. Don't shock people. 46. Never appear too perfect. Too much perfection creates envy and enemies. Show small flaws so people feel comfortable around you. Practical use. Be strong, but human. 47. Do not go past the mark. Know when to stop. Victories become losses when you push further than necessary. Practical use. Once you win the negotiation, stop talking. 48. Assume formlessness. Adaptability is the highest form of power. If you are not fixed in one style, no one can predict or control you. Practical use. Stay flexible. Roles, strategies, and behaviors should shift with context. Quick insight. Power grows when you stay calm, control perception, and move with intention, not ego. A useful reflection for you. Which of these laws do you feel most naturally aligned with right now, and which one challenges you the most? 1. Critical views on the book The 48 Laws of Power has been praised for its honesty, but also heavily criticized. Many argue that the book promotes manipulation, deceit, and immoral behavior. Critics say Greene focuses too much on historical examples of conflict and domination, and not enough on cooperation or empathy. The message can feel cold, and some readers misuse the laws in harmful ways. 2. The immoral approach. Robert Greene presents power as neither good nor bad, simply real. His approach is immoral, meaning he observes how power works without judging it. This is useful for self-protection, but dangerous if someone interprets it as a green light to manipulate people. The lesson: understand these laws, but don't blindly live by them. 3. Manipulation versus leadership. Manipulation uses people for your gain. Leadership elevates people and builds trust. Greene's laws can be applied in both directions. It depends on intention. Good leaders use power to influence wisely, communicate clearly, and protect their teams. Manipulators use the same tools to control, deceive, and dominate. The line is thin, so awareness is key. 4. Modern ethics. In today's world, transparency, social media, accountability, many of these laws must be applied more carefully. Hidden schemes are easier to expose, reputations are fragile, and unethical behavior travels fast. The challenge is using the strategic thinking of the book without crossing ethical lines. When not to apply the laws. 5. Personal relationships. Using manipulation in close relationships destroys trust. Emotional games, dominance, and secrecy can damage love, friendship, and family bonds. In personal life, honesty and vulnerability work better than power tactics. 6. Honest business. If your business relies on long-term customers and partners, overly aggressive strategies can backfire. Trust builds money. Reputation builds doors. Many laws must be softened or used as defensive awareness, not offensive weapons. 7. Long-term goals. Short-term wins through manipulation often lead to long-term losses. Broken partnerships, burned bridges, toxic environments. Sustainable power comes from consistency, integrity, and clear values. How to use the laws correctly. 8. As protection, the safest way to use this book is defensively. Understand how others may try to manipulate you. Recognize hidden motives. Detect lies earlier. Keep yourself from being exploited. 9. For self-understanding, the laws help you reflect on your own behavior. Where are you giving away too much power? Where are you inconsistent? Where do emotions control your decisions? This self-awareness makes you stronger. 10. To understand others. People rarely act purely morally. They act strategically. These laws give you a lens to read intentions, decode behaviors, and understand the silent power games in business, politics, and social life. Awareness creates advantage. Practical advice: use the laws as a map, not a lifestyle. Keep your ethics, protect your reputation, and focus on long-term influence. Smart power is quiet, balanced, and intentional.